Alright, let's get this playthrough started. We've had over 5 months of waiting for anything to happen on the channel, on the stream. Let's get this going. Friday is a good day to start anything, kinda. We won't be streaming on Sundays, sadly, but we will be streaming tomorrow as well. So for those watching the VODs, I will be coming back tomorrow, Saturday. And you guys can catch me there. But I got this game from THQ Nordic. Thank you, THQ Nordic, for providing the key. I got this before the release. So we're about 4+ months late to covering this game. Haha, that's cool. Ollie. Come on, man. You know better. He's the smallest dog and yet has the biggest mouth in the whole house. If Freya or Whiskey does that, it would shake you to the bone because their barks are heavy and they're loud. Oh, thanks, PlayStation. That's cool. I wonder if everyone else got that. And they're trying to push that on me so badly. Ollie! He's really wanting to get up here. I'm contemplating if I should just grab him and put him up here. I don't know yet. Alright, we're gonna watch this little intro. And it introduces you to the weirdness that is this game.
How can something as beautiful as this be dying? A plague is ruining the land, but the tree of life still stands. Question is, for how long? End is coming to the new world. The tribes stand divided, in need of someone strong enough to unite them, or bring them all down. This is a story with an unusual beginning. So, let's expect an unusual end.
Spoiler alert, I won't say it. But you get the gist. I forgot to tweet out to everyone following me on Twitter that we started our stream. How many hours ago was that? About 3 hours ago? So yeah, we're live. We've been live for a while now.
Welcome to Biomutant.
Alright, we're gonna start a new game. I have played this game before, as you can see. Ooh, Vince. You sly dog. You've already played this game and beat it, I see. I beat it in 15 hours. Yep. And I can do a new game plus on it if I wanted to, but we're gonna start it fresh for this playthrough. Keep it on medium. The game's not super hard. I said it in the peak play, which will be coming out, I think, today. Yeah, today. So the peak play of this game will be coming out today, but for those who are watching the stream, there's no reason for you to watch the peak play if you're watching the stream.
Encode your DNA.
Let's go this bad boy.
Define your genetic structure.
I'm gonna keep it flat out 28s.
Choose
keep
a
that
genetic
flat.
resilience. Choose your
First
style.
out, on the other hand, kind of like that. I kind of like the little colors around the eye.
Pick
What
your
is my
main
main
color.
color? Brightness level. We're gonna be a panda. Kinda. Kind of a panda. A rat panda. That's exactly what we're...
Choose your detail
What
color.
is our detail? Okay, so yeah, if we want to be a rat panda. Trying to figure out... There's gonna be a little bit of color to this, unless I can... Wish there was like a center just for like pure white. Or I could be a red panda. Legitimately red panda. Isn't like a red panda like a little bit darker? Let's go red panda. Kind of a red panda. It's gonna be a creature is gonna be a creature. Pick a class.
Commando. Saboteur.
We're gonna go Sentinel route
Sentinel.
because that's how I played it the first time. I'm
Sentinel.
gonna show you my playstyle. Pure DPS, pure tank / DPS. I'm gonna hit heavy. I'm gonna hit very hard, but I'm also gonna be able to take a lot of fucking damage.
Good choice. Here's somebody with a
Yes.
troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun. We're already at
Crossroads.
the crossroads. Choosing a path in life is that fork in the road where you make a choice or simply stop living.
Yeah, so choices in this game doesn't really matter. It just kind of does things.
But for you, it's not only a crossroad, but a choice. A reflection of your key, the primal energy that
I choose the
flows
light
through
side even
everything.
though the dark side is less annoying. They're both kind of annoying, the characters. I don't really care for them.
Let me introduce myself. I'm the light and bright side of you, or your inner voice to be precise, an echo of balance and consequence of your actions as you move forward.
Seems more like you're being light-headed if you ask me, but you'll come around eventually.
But what comes around goes all the way back around. So it's better to stick to your instincts. You can't fight what's in your nature.
In your nature, and here I was hoping we'd be all about natural selection, survival of the strongest, and so forth. If that's not instinct,
Kind of reminds
I
me
don't
of
know
Fable.
what is.
Too bad it doesn't have the impact of what Fable had.
Natural selection is all about evolution and progress. And as soon as there's enough light, darkness will disappear.
Yeah, she always hits him. Light it is.
Right is
What
always
if I went
right.
left? Is it always left?
Stories of death and the bodies left behind. A reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others.
Yes, this thing.
Do you remember the beast that shattered your family? Or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, The predator only grew stronger.
Then I need to be stronger. Red Panda! Get back, foul fiend! Ow. I jumped right into that. Eat a dick. Ah, I need a parry now. Yeah, the parry window is very lenient in this game. I wasn't even near him when I did that. That's the funny part. Wow.
Better make a run for it. This is not the time nor place to end this
But I
story.
could beat him. I could totally beat that scumbag. And in Biomutant, if you run across characters that are way higher than you, you still have a chance to like beat the shit out of them depending on your gear. So your gear plays a huge factor in how much you can explore. That's why you kind of want to crank up your luck just enough to where you start finding some pretty decent gear and loot and resources.
This time, it was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes.
Oh, that's in the game. I thought it was in the house, because we do have a security system in the house. I was like, wait, what's going on? Never heard that noise before. It was like, oh, it's in the game.
The predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the tree of life started to die.
Ollie's gonna whine throughout the whole stream. That poor sack of shit. Alright, let's do it. That's pretty much how combat's gonna be throughout the whole game. So the combat's okay. I do like the comic book style showcase, but it never evolves from this. It doesn't get any more complicated. Something above it? Oh, this is a light with grass. Green grass. Ammo crate. Oh, whoop, that's not how you open. I've been playing too many other games. Okay, weapon add-ons and stuff. I'll just equip it for now. Yeah, it shoots electricity now. And healing items. We got regenerative, and then we have ones that instantly heal up a bar. There we go. See if there's anything in here. Toilet. And there was an item. Always something in toilets in games. What's up with that? What's up with shit being in toilets in games? That's not actually shit. Like it's actually a lucrative like item.
The oil sludges everywhere. To most, it only means death. But some have adapted to the
Poor guy didn't even get to attack.
changed with it. Evolution has its ways.
Yes, I know how to parry. shit, I should have parried that. Yeah, I'm trying to remember if you can cancel from your attacks. 1, 2, 1. No, you can't really mid-cancel, but you can follow up a dodge after an attack. So there's no attack canceling, or action canceling in general. So you're gonna have to just live with it. Live with your consequences. Eat a dick. Eat a big old flaccid dick. Yeah, the big guys have like no chance in hell. No chance in hell to kill me. It's a health regen item. Oh yeah, you can kind of do a little sprint. Doesn't really add too much speed, but you can kind of sprint in the game. Oh yeah, you can't shoot at these guys because they have shields, so you need to break the shields. Ow. Wait for it to charge. Ow. Hey, don't do that. Where did you guys come from? So he's a level 2 and I'm kicking his ass. I didn't even level up yet. Now I leveled up. So levels in this game are kind of suggestive when it comes to the enemies. I was like, yeah, they might look intimidating, but you can kill them. Don't worry about it. If you're like having your health and all that, then it can be a problem. Oh, before I go there. Oh, I can't go in that. So once we get out of this beginning area, we'll finally get into the open world.
Look, an emergency box
The
from the
once
monster.
was. This game comes straight out of Dr. Seuss. The whatchamacallits. Yeah, like all the little names they give either characters or items in the game screams like, oh yeah, this is like inspired by Dr. Seuss or something. Alright, vitality or strength? Flex it.
Flex out.
And we'll upgrade our close quarters combat. We'll do this for now. We'll try and unlock the Mercury drop. So that's a very useful skill. So we're going to be specializing in two-handed with dual wielding. Or no, two-handed with rifles. My bad. So we'll do that. Yes, Wong Fu. Wong Fu, poo on you. And I am somewhat light. Got 2 light points beginning of the game. We got gear. The gear works pretty simplistic in the game. The only thing that kinda is actually pretty interesting in the gear system is when you start getting into crafting. Crafting tends, you can pretty much the best weapons in the game are the points to where you build a weapon from scratch and you make that weapon better than anything you can ever buy in the game. So, as of tradition, if you're into crafting in games, this game has your back. Crafting, you can make insanely OP weapons in Biomutant. Right now, though, crafting is locked. I gotta get into the open world before I can do anything. Then we have an inventory system. You can see how many healing items you have and stuff like that. That's pretty much it. And of course, that little star next to the inventory is still glitched, even after patches. That's cool. Then you have like sets of outfits. Pretty much those are going to be used for like biohazard materials and stuff. Make sure that's all good. I think I beat the whole entire game without changing the look of the automaton. The little grasshopper with you. Alright. Do 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 do.
That pipe looks weak. The claw bar
It
should
should.
come in handy.
There we go. Whoa.
It's time to find a way out of this place.
I mean
no,
it.
Really, I mean it.
Yeah, the narration in the game gets a little old after a while too. It's like I do like narration games. Stanley Parable and all that was fantastic. They did it perfectly. This one, however, for a 20+ hour game, oh, you gotta turn that frequency down, way down, or just turn it off completely, and you won't miss anything.
The Morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress. Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being.
Hey, let me do it.
And absorbed, including
Cool. I'm part of the circle of life. And I got bios points thingies. So, in order for me to do that, yeah, mutation menu. Now the mutation menu is out. I can use the bio points or biogenetics to unlock any of this stuff if I want it. But I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save it for some other things. Fungi is pretty fun. But I don't know. Do I really need to use any of that? Probably not. The turtle thing's pretty cool. I think I'm gonna save. Yeah, I'm gonna save my bio stuff to upgrade some of this. So, biohazard, I'm gonna invest some points into that. So we got 36% resistance to biohazardous materials now. Good shit. And we pretty much just do the same with the other stuff. Yeah, kind of do that like early in the game. So that way you can explore things without the biohazard suits. Because, yeah, you don't have to use the biohazard suits in Biomutant as long as you upgrade your resistances. If you have it like up to 100% resistance too, it's like, yeah, you don't even have to breathe. Your character is just kind of non-existent.
Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home.
Yeah, this game has a
for
very
their
weird
kind.
identity. It has sci-fi mixed with fantasy, mixed with post-apocalyptic scenarios. It's weird. just fantasy with a little bit of sci-fi and all kinds of other weird shit. This game, you would think, has an identity crisis, but no, it stands out. And little environmental puzzles. Yes, I remember this. Okay. Yes, Ollie. I hear you. That was the easiest puzzle ever. I remember solving a puzzle once by just flipping one switch.
There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right, but no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became
I think
ours.
Ollie's barking at. Oh, not Ollie. Freya's barking at something. I don't know if I should check it out or it'll stop. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna let it happen for about a minute or two. See if she still keeps barking at people. I don't know if it is Freya or Whiskey.
The sound of spark metal going pew pew is never a good thing.
Is it?
It's coming from behind that door.
Freya's being a bad girl.
A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt.
No way.
It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door.
Okay, got that.
Just a few moves left. Make them count.
Pretty easy.
There you go.
Yeah, most of the puzzles in this game are not hard. I remember when the game first came out, though, before its first patch, some of the puzzles wouldn't move. And so, like, literally you would have, or they would move, but you would have a certain section highlighted, and you're trying to move that highlighted section, but the one that you moved before that would move instead, and it would screw you up. Kind of messed up. Airstrike.
The wheeled one is outnumbered.
Let's
You
help
better
the wheeler. The wheeler dealer. Yeah, get some. The wheelchair dude's not even doing anything.
That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives.
Let's get all the loot first before we talk to the dude. Yeah, loot in this game, it all depends on pretty much your luck. So that's very luck heavy. Yeah, apparently those bots are still around. That's fucking ridiculous. Hey, you want to get famous? You're getting smarter by not actually putting in the link this time. So I have to manually ban them? Man. I have to ban the phrase so I can, like, get them ahead of time. Alright, give me a second. I need to tell Freya to not bark at the neighbors. I don't have to go anywhere. I just have to get up, open the window, and say, hey, stop it. earlier on today there was something happening at the school that she heard, so that was making her bark. Now I think she's just barking at anything. She's very active today. And now Ollie. You guys can't hear it. Freya went back and did it again. Okay, give me a second. She's too smart for her own good. I swear that dog's too smart. Before we even open up the window, she turns around and goes back inside. She knows she's not supposed to be barking at the neighbors, but she does it anyway. She's a rebellious teenager already. She's not even 1 yet. She's not even 1 year old. I think she's almost like 7 months. Ah, that dog. That freaking dog. Yeah, I need to go through some of the banned words or phrases to see if we can kind of put a stop to some of those. Just certain things. Like, just phrases that just purges the message but doesn't ban people. So, for instance, like if you or you or Zombie says something in a similar context, you don't get banned. So that way we just like, you know, guys don't accidentally get banned because they're making fun of the bots. Swear, on top of me trying to stream, I'm going to be 100% busy trying to just keep the dogs in line all day. It's like I'm working 2 jobs here. I'm doggy sitting at the same time streaming. And one of the dogs is my dog. It's ridiculous. My dog has the loud mouth. I don't even think it's Whiskey barking half the time.
He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just can't figure out why. He presents himself as out of date. He knows he's way overdue, but he hasn't given up. He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a child back then, the night everything changed. There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the Great Wall, and he's happy to see it's true. The legend of the one-eyed child that grew up as an
one-eyed monster
and sad. The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had left a mark, a facial scar to remember the past. There's no doubt you're the child, and that what Looper Lupin did to your village, your Muma and Popsy, was the beginning of the end. He says it has taken you a long time to bring the past back up to the present, to find your way back, but he's grateful you have. It was after the attack that the unity fell apart. Your Muma's disciples divided and formed tribes as a reaction to the blight that had fallen upon the land. Had it not been for the Tree of Life, no one would have survived. He hopes you at least remember the tree.
I know before this game ever came out, people were hoping for a completely different game in a way. But yet, just like most games, sad disappointment. I mean, this game's not bad. It's not great either. It's just good. It's good in certain parts. Best before. That his name. Yep.
Asks if you were tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Mooma knows you are here. You're such a good child, so you probably did. Even the young forget. He understands why you came all the way out here, to see them, the potato people.
Potato!
The potato people, or Nono, are a wonder, somehow interlinked with this little tree here, fueling its source of life. You might be right. Like potatoes, they're packed with energy, an excellent source of ki. The Nono prefer to hide in glitter grass. He says you should get over there and ruffle it. See if you can make one come out of hiding.
Oh, have the little child do all the work, huh? Let's see where this is going. I'm here. Okay, I have to hit it.
You found one. You should be proud. They don't come out for everyone. The Nono's ki energy is just what the Pensai needs to complete its cycle and grow into a tree of life. Only time will tell. At least his intention is to dedicate his life to it. He has the feeling the fate of the world.
The fate of the world.
You need to support the tree for a long time to come. The only way it'll grow tall is with the burst of ki released from the Nono as they become one with the tree. You'll need a net to catch the Nono, and he wants you to use his, but asks you to be gentle. The Nono are sensitive beings, an embodiment of ki, the primal energy.
Primal energy. Thing is, not to sound pessimistic, I don't think I see this game getting a sequel. I don't think it did well enough. And this hardly works half the time.
You handle that net like you've never done anything else. He's impressed. One day, he hopes the tree will have grown tall enough to sustain the world. But today, your focus is getting this one to become one with the tree.
If this game ever does get a sequel, they're going to have to change a good amount of things, mainly when it comes to gameplay and storytelling. Because although the narrative direction is a good idea, it wasn't handled as well as it could have been handled. And the combat could have been a lot better. Not gonna lie.
Now that you've seen the Nono's connection with the tree with your own eyes, you have no reason to doubt. From this day on, he'll make nurturing the Pensai into a tree of life, a life goal, not only for our village's sake, but for all of us.
Everyone.
Everyone. One day, the land won't be as peaceful. Not even your Mooma will be able to protect us.
Not your apple, it's our apple.
He says you'd better hurry back to the village before your Mooma comes looking for you. You did good here today. No, she's got lots on her mind and needs rest after the raid last night on the Lupin camp with her disciples. Wonders if they let the Predator family live or not.
Ah, the foretelling events. The Lupin family. Lupin.
He lost you there for a while. But no memory is alone. It's part of a trail you can follow. He says he remembers every single day he devoted to growing the Tree of Life, but now he's afraid it might be in vain. The tree started to die when the end of days begun, and it wasn't long after that that the World Eaters
World
arrived.
Eaters?
The genetic evolution that occurred after the apocalypse that Toxanol Corporation inflicted on the land set the World Eater's DNA into overdrive. His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff
The
at
names.
the end of the West
The
Route.
Jumbo Puff.
Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route.
Like how you can kind of see him.
Nocco has tamed the Midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the
Puff.
East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast.
Names are ridiculous.
Out of Date says his friends are gearing up to stop the World Eaters. There's one at the end of each route. The road ahead won't be easy, but he's counting on your support. His friends aren't strong enough to end this on their own. He wants you to understand that you'll all die if the
A little
tree
morbid.
isn't saved. Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the World Eaters.
Hey, it's the thing. See ya.
You're getting the hang of it. Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb.
Well, cool. Time to get into the open world. And we're in the open world.
Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the
You can kind of
World
see it from here.
Eaters.
It's that big tree way in the back. Kind of looks like a cloud, but it's not. And credits are rolling already. Oh yeah, quick travels.
A signpost maps it out for the cartographic.
You wonder how we fast travel in the game? Or how to unlock fast travel points? Like this. You pee on the signpost. That's literally what
see.
you do when it comes to fast travel points. You pee on them. Mark your territory and shit. And the thing is, the reason why like Freya barks a lot is that she is somewhat of a guard dog. You know, she has the Colorado Mountain Dog blood in her. Oh, it's one of them. It's one of the puffs.
That must be the World Eater that chewed off Out of Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick
My
to bring that down.
goodness. And the game is framey.
Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone made it out alive. He's heard the stories about the terror inflicted by the World Eaters to other enclaves, but never expected one to come all the way here.
Aura and dialogue. Doesn't make too much difference.
He worries there won't be much left to save if this continues, even if the Tree of Life survives the attack. He doesn't know what your connection is to this place, but something tells him you've stayed true to your heart.
Side points.
Anyway, he needs help and says it's by your actions you'll be judged, not by your intentions. He's grateful for that. You still seem to have a spark of light in you.
That's a spark of light in you!
What's there to like about light? It hurts to look at.
Not as much as it hurts to look at you.
Always making this personal.
And you're always trying to pretend it's not.
Yep, have to deal with those two. And it's not the stream being framey, by the way. That's literally the frame rate of the game. It kind of freaks out.
There's Out of Date again. He must have missed something important.
Huh.
Out of Date says you will make a better stand against the World Eaters with the support of a tribe, and there are two nearby. The Myriad tribe is likely to be a good match as they act on the understanding of the greater good and have a code of honor. Regardless of who you choose, it won't be easy, as the conflict between the tribes is worse than ever, teetering on the brink of war.
The brink of war. Oh yeah, the whole Civil War type of thing going on in this game too.
The Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same. The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way.
Yeah, so pretty much this whole entire game is gray.
Out of Date says someone needs to break the stalemate and shift the balance of power to either Jagni's or Myriad's side. He believes the tribe Sifus, Myriad especially, will listen to you and expects you to pay at least one of them a visit and play your part. Out of Date will be waiting for you beneath the Tree of Life if you lose track of what you need to do.
Cool. Quest tracking. Gonna put a marker there. Gonna go the Myriad route. So yeah, we got the whole tribe war stuff. Yeah, talk to one of those, which are, yeah, both of these are one and the same. And the Tree of Life. I could totally skip all that and just go to Tree of Life. And just like do that stuff. No side missions just yet. No side quest. We will eventually unlock that stuff. Nothing new there. Mainly consumables. Oh hey, the star's gone now. Finally. Can't wait to get gear. One day.
Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it
I
be?
think we do the tunnel because that leads to the Myriad tribe. Also, by the way, our character can't swim. So, can't be in the water for too long. Like, can kind of swim, but can't swim for long. That's for sure.
It's unusual that natural tunnels like this still exist. Most of them got flooded.
Yeah, we'll try and do a little bit of exploring in the game. Do a little bit more than I did in my first playthrough. Oh yeah, I can just totally skip this if I wanted, but nah. Level 3 my ass. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Gotcha. There, helped you guys out, but you guys aren't gonna give me anything. Yeah, you can't even talk to these guys, I think. What? I have to do that again? What's going on with my licenses? I'm gonna have to review the system real quickly after the stream. I'll just overwrite my previous save. Not a problem. Let me check this stuff out. See why it's doing the license stuff, because it's a little weird that it's doing that. Well, let's just restore my licenses again, I guess. It's weird that it's doing that. I don't know why the PlayStation's doing that. I was like, look, if I have to keep restoring my licenses, then there's something wrong with PSN. Not me. I'm constantly connected online now. So I don't know. Waiting for the licenses to brew, and then we'll get back into the game. That's really weird. I don't know why it's doing that. It's strange. Is my face cam not synced with the mic? Mic? Oh, it isn't. Good catch. Oh, still going through that problem. Alright, give me a second. I'll fix that too. Sneezy fix. Oops. There we go. Okay. License is restored. Alright, we're gonna do a little sync test, see if it's synced. Is that synced? Is that good for you guys? Sync test, see if it's synced. Is that synced? No, it's good for you. No. It's synced perfectly? Okay. Yeah, that fixed it. Cool. Alright, I fixed it. Just frying eggs? Oh, that's just rain. That's just rain, buddy. It almost does sound like someone frying something. Alright, so sync issue is now fixed. And licenses have been restored twice now. Should be good. I don't know why. I wonder if I need to restart my Plate PS4 so that way it's enacted. I don't know. It's weird. Ever since I set up the PS4 here, once in a while I have to restore this licenses. I don't know why it's doing it. And shit. Thanks for the 200, General. You must have been saving that up. Thank you very much. From the price that you told me, that's about $5 Canadian worth of bits that you just gave me. So thank you very much, good sir. Much appreciated. Yeah, you guys are gonna hear Ollie. You guys are probably gonna hear Freya and Whiskey, the 3 dogs that live in this house too. Whiskey is not ours.
How can something as
Whiskey is the other dog from Mama.
Welcome to Biomutant.
So I guess my mic has been out of sync the whole time. That's all right. It's not like it's the first time that's happened. I just totally forgot about it. I usually have this little checklist. Now I'm starting to remember what my checklist is before I start to stream. And that was one of them. Making sure the mic is in sync. Because for some reason, OBS doesn't save those files or doesn't enact those files. It's weird. It's like the number setting is there, the delay for the mic is there.
This area was beautiful before the tribe
But it's not
began.
active.
Look at it now. It's a war zone.
It's weird that they haven't updated that, to like have it fixed. It's strange. OBS and all that, like there's still problems with OBS apparently. Do 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 do. It was a pretty game though. I mean the environments and stuff. Weird art style here and there.
That's the Myriad tribe's fortress. Will they be friends or foe?
It doesn't
You should
matter.
head up there.
I'm gonna
That way you'll know.
pee on their signpost because that's how I get fast travels. Yep, literally pissing on
Let's
a signpost and to unlock a fast travel point. That is the way to do it. Can't more games,
It's a
can't
beaten path
Far
to
Cry be
that
like
door.
that?
If you go there, you'd better make an entrance. Says they're wary of strangers. They're at war. He let you in, but thinks you should be patient when it comes to the Sifu.
Sifu. Also, the game Sifu is supposed to be coming out sometime later on. I'm excited about that one too. It's a kung fu game. Sounds right up my alley.
Sibi, lapanen aging kanman. Kerat na fal putut mustugay la wute.
The Myriad tribe act on understanding of the greater good and a code of honor. They believe uniting the tribes is the only way to restore the peace.
Mm-hmm.
The Sifu is convinced that defeating the World Eaters and saving the Tree of Life is the only way to make the world a better place. He welcomes you to the Myriad Fort and introduces himself as
does.
the tribe's Sifu.
I don't know if it's the same dude though.
But he was hoping you'd show up. The news of a vigilante Ronin on crusade crossing the Great Wall through the crack in Bunker 101 has preceded you. He heard you took out of Dateside against the scavengers in Bunker 101. It seems you believe in helping your next, and that's something you have in common. There's something about your spirit that sparks memories of you as a kidling. He can still sense you're kind-hearted. The Sifu says sometimes one memory can make another come to life. He hasn't thought about your Muma for ages, even though she taught him a lot. He was one of the original Wang Fu disciples. There were 6 of them, but the unity fell apart after Lupa Lupin attacked the old village. Soon after, they formed new tribes based on their own values, and when the Blight started, the animosity escalated to war.
Kerranko thinking here.
That dog is
Myriad
whining
wants
so much.
unity between the tribes. Their goal is understanding of the greater good and establishing a code of honor. If you believe there's some good in everyone, there's still hope for tomorrow. You'll unite the tribes and defeat the World Eaters to save the Tree of Life.
Welcome back home, Vince. Here's a whole day's worth of whining from Ollie.
Whatever.
He was hoping you'd join them. You understand that there's no harm in doing good to others.
But what pala misa?
The
What is
Sifu
there?
was waiting for something to tip the balance in their favor, and with you by their side, he's confident you can unite the other tribes. The one you should coerce first is the Jagni tribe.
The whole Civil War stuff in games. It's not.
Kelama some more for this?
Their
not the most
kin
fun
have
concept.
run out of options and found themselves backed into a corner. Even those who desire peace have been forced to prepare for war. He wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of.
Cool. All right. 4 outposts. 4 of them.
He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wung Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never
I like their armor better.
Guy la wute.
You both have gentle minds, so they want to wage a gentle war. A war that bonds as much as it breaks.
To guy la wute.
Tells you not to be afraid. Your fate cannot be taken from you. Claim the rival outposts and earn the right to wield the tribe weapon.
Schleine verrotna mika.
Once you've dealt with the rivals' outposts, you'll challenge their Sifu to unite their tribe with yours and let your kin share land again.
Vale vuela papa.
Seeing you brings back his memories of the old village.
Mulle kan frifgeld.
He remembers your kind and unselfish soul and can sense you still have it in you, the will to do good.
Kerran woofer and mat gain.
Anyway, the memories you make with your family are strong and can sometimes come to life. Passing the old village on your way to the first rival outpost might help.
All right, we're done with that now. Yeah, I forgot the light is automatic, so you can't turn it on and off, I think. Or is it? Is it? Yeah, it is. Oh. Oh, there's little loot stashes here. You better let me out. Alright. So another world, pass through the cave. I think that's what legitimately opens up the open world. We'll do that. I think I need to go down there. Do 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 do. Making my way downtown, walking fast. Something something homebound. Switch OLED? I'm not impressed. It's just a fancier screen. Doesn't improve the overall power of the Switch. It's not that great of an upgrade, sadly. But if you want to play, as you just referenced, Metroid Dread, I think you need that. Isn't it required to play Metroid Dread? So you need an OLED version? Oh, yeah, and the new Super Mario Party. Which, I don't know. Me and Zombie were talking about that yesterday, about how the Super Mario, the new Mario parties seem lackluster when it comes to their mini games, and they feel too dumbed down now. The maps are the overworld maps seem very small compared to its predecessors. And I was like, it's not the same anymore. I would love to play Mario Party with people, but not those.
Better beware, that's a mump up ahead.
Mump!
They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially. Deformed and done further.
He has a lot of health. Oh, no, he doesn't. I'm starting to melt away. I need a better gun. Ow. Gotta reload every freaking time. Ow, I thought I dodged. Ow. And he's dead. Cool chap, bro. Oh, you've never played a Mario Party before? Welcome back home. That's what Ollie says. Well, hey, if this is gonna be your first Mario Party, hopefully it's a good one. Hopefully it's better than what it looks. It is better, so I'll take that. I got a better hat. Yes, yes, Ollie. He knows I hear him. It's like Sonic Shuffle. I don't think I've ever played Sonic Shuffle. See, that's one thing I've never played. So you've never played a Mario Party. I've never played Sonic Shuffle.
As long as you're happy about it.
Nah, he's wanting to go come upstairs with me. So he's protesting. He's not nervous or anything. He's being rebellious. He's being a little shit. That's what Ollie's doing right now. That's exactly what Ollie's doing. He's being a dickhead. You know, you guys remember Ollie, the small dog that barks a lot? That's him. Being a jerk. Yeah, I'm talking about you. Alright. Leveled up. Yeah, luck plays a very big factor in this game when it comes to just getting anything in the game. So you want to increase your chances and also just up that luck
Time
as
is lost on
much
this
as
place,
you want.
but it evokes a tingling sensation. There's something special about it, drawing you closer.
I just want to pee on the signpost. That's all I want to do. Hey, pee on the signpost. We need to hydrate.
Let's see.
Because our character is peeing out what seems to be lemon punch.
As time passes, memories fade, and sometimes feelings change. It's not about who you were, it's about who you'll become. This story is far from over.
I don't know why he's barking. Like, he's barking a little bit more than he should.
Echoes of a long-lost past,
Ollie.
like whispers in the wind.
Come on, man. You know better. You know not to bark too. You're not the exception.
Here's someone who takes each day as it comes. He wonders where you've been. He hopes you've been out at the lake, practicing your swimming technique. Learning to swim can be scary when you don't know what you're doing. But fortunately, he's here to give you a helping hand. He thinks you should really know how to swim by now. And he'll be honored.
God, I'm so small when I was a kid. Oh yeah, just throw me in there. Don't even know how to swim. Yeah, you slowly lose key energy when you're pretty much drowning. Yeah, see that blue bar up top? Yeah, if that runs out, I drown.
He says that wasn't too bad, was it? Way to go. Don't let the sound of the waves drown out your spirit. But you need practice. Lots of practice.
Hey, get
Judging by your Mooma's look, it seems you forgot something.
She has some traps.
You promised you'd train with her before the sun goes down. It's time to go. You know you can't make up for lost time. You should know, practice makes perfect.
Makes perfection.
She'll see you
Not
at the
perfect.
village square.
There's no such thing as perfect.
She says that's good. With a passion for learning, you'll never cease to grow.
I've been taught that way in the past. There's no such thing as perfect. There's a such thing as striving for perfection. There's a huge difference. Because I think perfect is considered, what is it called? Subjective. Kind of like art. It's like, oh, some people think this game's perfect. But... but...
Here's another familiar face with lots on his mind. He was hoping you could help him pick up some scrap for a thingamajig he's working on. He thinks you're truly a kidling of your environment. You should look for things that are recyclable. It shouldn't take you too long to find some.
That guy reminds me of a Banjo-Kazooie character. You see his design and all that? That reminds me of a Banjo-Kazooie character. We're digging up rubbish from a rubbish pile.
He wonders what usefulness you found. He says every little thing counts. He can work wonders with almost anything and asks if you know how to upcycle. He says only a few are willing to do the little things, but if you make enough of them, they can have a big impact too. He'd love to teach you to upcycle, and the scrap you found would be a good start.
Okay. See what we can do here. So this is how you get introduced to crafting. Oh wait. I didn't mean to select that one. Man. Okay, fine. Let's see, 126 to... I'm thinking... Ooh, 177. Let's do 177. A pretty dinky weapon. How was the Free Guy movie? Laura and I really enjoyed it. It was a blast. I really enjoyed Ryan Reynolds and everyone that was in the movie. It was fun. It was just a fun movie. It's not like a Oscar winner or anything like that, but if you're looking for just something that's kind of in a way wholesome and action packed and funny and all that, Free Guy's up your alley. But there are some cringy stuff in the film. They do have people like Pokemon that makes an appearance, have a bunch of Fortnite references. That's some of the stuff I didn't like in Free Guy. But overall, the rest of the movie was great.
You can't help but wonder why you decided to craft a weapon.
It made sense for Jacksepticeye to be in the movie because he has somewhat of a relationship with Ryan Reynolds. Now they're kind of like, somewhat friends. So it makes sense there. But with people like fucking Pokemon and Ninja being in the film, they don't really need to be in there. They could have just hired some random actors to be there.
He believes being considerate will help you feel at peace with yourself. He's looking forward to seeing what you'll make next.
Yeah.
It seems you have a talent for this.
The director /
it looks like she's starting
villain
to
of
lose
the
her
movie.
patience.
He was in Green Lantern, and he's also going to direct
She doesn't
another
like
film
waiting
Ryan
for
Reynolds
you.
is going to be
She
in.
wants to see you on the village square right away.
Yeah, it's funny. He came from Ryan. He came from both of them. When it came to acting with each other, came from Green Lantern, and now the guy that was with him is directing movies, and he's also starring in some of the films that he directs in. And they're now directing another movie with each other, and it's like a time travel experience, which is going to be interesting. I don't think I've seen Ryan Reynolds in a time traveling movie, so that's something to look forward to.
Then you've got a good excuse. You share a responsibility to prevent hardship on nature and the environment. It's your future. She wants you to grow up and start thinking for yourself. You really need to find yourself before she's gone. That's all she's ever asked of you, that you'll try and give it your best. You can't do more than that. You've always followed your own path, but this time she needs you to follow her.
Me and my mom look like we have anger issues.
They look determined.
Time to get her ass
Better watch
kicked.
out. He asks you to stop right there and wonders where you think you're going. That makes him wonder why you were here looking for it. There's no way they'll let you pass. He wants to know who you think you are. They push each other to become better, and sometimes someone gets pushed down along the way.
He's gonna be a jackass. Mom, she pushed me. I'm gonna try and at least beat one of them before. Alright, one of them's down. One! Oh, I can't beat that. Oh, yeah, I'm supposed to lose this fight anyway. Took my weapon.
She asks if you're hurt. What happened?
What movie is Brendan Fraser gonna be in? Like, I didn't even hear the title of the movie or anything. And apparently he's gonna be in the film with Robert De Niro and Leonardo DiCaprio? That's interesting. Been a while since I've seen Brandon Fraser, man.
She says it's nice of you to consider them, but they have weapon training at sunrise tomorrow, so they'll need all the rest they can get. The most important thing is that you're okay. It's time to focus on your training now.
Yes, mama.